What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Number 3 podcast. I am going to try my best to get my sports channel on Twitter back. Well, I got it, but what I'm saying is make it more active, geared towards sports more. Um, Time is going to be essential because I'm not going to be able to go out to the games like I want to. I'm gonna have to rely on third party reporting to get scores and other stuff up. But I'm gonna start today with the preseason top tens in 1A through 6A. I said on a previous show that I even asked the people that's associated with the Alabama Athletic High School Association, why did they eliminate 7A and create single A and double A? And nobody answered, didn't get any clarification. So I reported and I assumed, only strictly through assumption, that they wanted to incorporate the private schools and the academies, like Bayside Academy, Otago Academy, etc. Nobody answered me. So unfortunately, I had to read a AL.com article, and you know how I feel about AL.com article about the reasons, and my assumptions was correct. They eliminated the 7A, incorporated the single A and double A for the private schools and the academies. So, with that being said, 2026, I'm gonna get the football season started off. Yeoman 3573, the football guy, three-time MVP, with the top 10, 1A through 6A. So starting in 1A, in the state of Alabama, we got Maplesville, preseason number 1, Hubbardsville, 2, Locopocha at number 3, Leroy at number 4, Addison at number 5, Watley at number 6, Winterboro at number 7, McKenzie, number 8. I actually visited McKenzie High School about 4 or 5 years ago. A little small town, but I really enjoyed it. Red Bay at number 9, and Sweetwater at number 10. Moving over to 2A. At number 1, Piedmont. Now, if you remember, Piedmont was 3A with the last 4 or 5 years. They dropped down to 2A. Not necessarily because they lost any students, but because of the realignment. They should dominate 2A. Laverne at number 2, Fife at number 3. Fife is a powerhouse. Gordo at number 4, Lynette at number 5. Lynette's a powerhouse. It's right on the border of Georgia. Boy, if them families came up in life in any kind of way, and those kids, upgrade their athletic facilities, Lynette'll be something else. I played them back in high school. They were 2 or 3A, something like that, and they couldn't find too many people to play them, so we played them. Tough team. We beat them, but they're pretty tough. At number 6, Reeltown. Number 7, Colbert County. And number 8, Pisgah. Familiar with Pisgah, had a good friend who went to high school there, and they're always in the mix. At number 9, Randolph County, powerhouse. And at number 10, Thorsby. Moving on to 3A. At number 1, Plainview. At number 2, Handley, powerhouse. At number 3, Jackson. At number 4, Geraldine. Number 5, Pleasant Grove. Number 6, W.S. Neal. Number 7, Bibb County. Number 8, Hatton. Number 9, Corner. And number 10, Winfield. I think that's out of Lamar County, I want to say. Winfield. Moving on to 4A. At number 1, Williamson. I could be wrong, but at one point I thought Williamson was a 6A or 7A. A pretty big school down there in South Alabama. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. At number 2, the defending state champions, Moody. At number 3, Central Clay County. At number 4, Viger. Number 5, Scottsboro. Number 6, Andalusia. Number 7, Anniston, right up the road from me. They did pretty good last year, losing only to, I want to say, Jackson in the state championship game. They were 11-0, 12-0, meeting Jackson. Number 8, Westside. Number 9, West Morgan. Number 10, Gunnersville. Had the pleasure of playing Gunnersville when I was in high school in the state playoffs. Love Gunnersville area. If you live in the state of Alabama, Georgia, and you come to visit, go to Gunnersville, Lake Gunnersville. Beautiful pelicans and bald eagles, all kind of natural beauty in Gunnersville. And at 5A, defending win 5A, but Clay Chalkville at number 1 is the defending state champions. And 6A, had a pleasure watching them a couple of times last year. Pound for pound, in about 54 years of living, pound for pound, one of the best high school football teams I've ever seen. And I mean that with all my heart, my soul. At number 2, Saraland. And I think they played Saraland for the state championship or playoffs. Number 3, Pike Road, powerhouse. Number 4, Parker. Parker's been really good these past 2 or 3 seasons. Number 5, Benjamin Russell. Number 6, Homewood. You have 2 Homewoods in the state of Alabama, and I want to say this Homewood is out of Birmingham. Number 7, you have Hillcrest of Tuscaloosa. You have a Hillcrest. You also have a couple of Hillcrests. This one happens to be out of Tuscaloosa at number 7. Number 8, Muscle Shoals. And number 9, Hartselle. And then number 10, Mountain Brook. Mountain Brook last year, when they came to Oxford to play, that was one of the most fundamental teams I've ever seen. My wife and I, my daughter, we laughed because their band put on more of a play than a halftime show. We laughed at it, but yet it was brilliant. It was great. So the only thing that bothered me about the Mountain Brook team, and listen, for safety reasons, you never mock that, but it was hard to watch these young men in helmet condoms. It was just hard to watch. But they were fundamentally sound, and I really enjoyed watching Mountain Brook. Finally, 6A. The majority of these teams were 7A last year. But with the realignment, there will be 6A, the highest classification in the state. Number 1, Thompson, powerhouse. National powerhouse. And number 2, Central Phoenix City, powerhouse. And number 3, Auburn, powerhouse. Number 4, Prattville. Number 5, Vestavia Hills. Number 6, Opelika, powerhouse. Number 7, Hewitt-Trussville. Number 8, Baker. Number 9, Gaston City, right up the road. And number 10, Spain Park. Now, in the 6A division, what I want to say about the overwhelming majority of these teams, and I'm going to say 8 out of the 10. Because I think Baker's in South Alabama. I don't know much about Baker, never visited the high school. Gaston City is a school that was combined from 3 or 4 different schools. They closed them down and made Gaston City, so it's huge. But the rest of these, if you take Prattville, because I've never visited Prattville, you take them 3 out, the rest of these are loaded with money. Thompson, like I said, Central Phoenix City, Auburn, loaded with money. These are some of the best high school facilities you ever see in your life. Spain Park, loaded with money. Vestavia Hills, loaded with money. And I'm not mocking in any kind of way. I'm saying these schools are loaded with the money, so they're giving their athletes the absolute best, from training, from dietary to everything. When you see your Thompsons playing the teams in Florida and Ohio and Arizona, there's a reason. If you remember, Tua Tagovailoa and his brother came from Hawaii. That's where they went to high school, Thompson. Many big-time athletes are recruited from elsewhere to these high schools. I remember in the 90s, late 90s, Hoover High School. It was an individual, he was just crazy great, that went to Hoover. I think he was out of California, Arizona, somewhere. Now, I thought that Hoover recruited him. That's like, back then, it's like, wow, that's illegal. Actually, I think his dad was military and was stationed in that area, Lee County area, somewhere over there. Maybe in Columbus, Georgia. I can't remember. I take that back because Hoover's in Shelby County. Was stationed somewhere, and he played with Hoover, and I'm like, how's this possible? Well, after years have gone by, we know now that he was recruited. And with Hoover, which is not on this list, we've known that's been going on for a long, long time. Now it's legal. Now nobody bats an eye at it. Players from my high school and others in the area have been poached by West Georgia high schools, Carrollton, the two Carrollton teams, Central Carrollton and Carrollton High School. So I said all that to say this. You know how I feel about NFL. I will watch it. It's a business. So you have to take it as you see it. Collegiate sports, especially football, I just can't get into right now. I'm going to support the teams that I like. I may watch on occasion every now and then, but I will not pour my heart and soul into college football. I will pour my heart and soul to high school because even though it's getting to the point of college, it's not got there yet. So there's a reason to celebrate it, reason to love it. So if you like me, you have no stake in the game, you have no kids in the band or on the football team, at least get out and support your local teams. Just, buy a t-shirt, buy something, go to a game. I plan on going to my old high school game, Walter Welborn, here in a couple of weeks. I think the Jamboree is next week, if I'm not mistaken. So get out and support your high school teams, man. We're at the point where that's our last hope for sanity in sports, especially football. So I appreciate you guys. I love you. The first show of the sports year, even though we're in August, I start my sports mindset in August and September, starting with football, going to basketball, then baseball, then volleyball, etc. I'm sorry, football and volleyball, then basketball, then baseball and softball. So I appreciate you guys. I love you. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we keep him first. I'll see you next time.